Hi there, I hope you're doing great. I have with me Mr. Mbugua from KRA because I was just like, guys, these questions I can't do. And even I have my own, and I'm so happy to have him here. He's from the Kenya Revenue Authority and ready to answer all those questions. So Mr. Mbugua, I'm a typical Kenyan, right? I am a typical Kenyan who has a job and is employed, but I have 3 side gigs that I earn money from, right? But my employer deducts and pays my tax every month. And at the end of the year, I file, but my income tax returns only has my income from my employer. Am I safe?
It's not a question of safety. It's not a question of safety. But what you need to do is you need to regularize your sources of income by declaring them in the end of year tax return. We recognize that in order for individuals to kind of grow, individuals may invest in various sources of cash. They may have various streams of cash flow.
Yes.
They have what we call passive income.
Yes.
So they have what you call side gigs, what you mentioned, what you call side gigs. What you need to know is that income tax is chargeable on all incomes.
Okay.
World income, global income, from all your sources of incomes. And you need to note that these sources of incomes are charged independently. Tax is levied on them independently.
Please explain what you mean by that.
Independently. It means, for example, you may be employed, I may be employed, I have a shop somewhere.
Yeah.
I also have a farm that I do rearing of chicken. And so I have farming income, I have business income, and I have employment income. So each source of income, if it is farming income, will be taxed independently. So you cannot have losses in your farming income and you take them to your business income. Each will be taxed independently, and tax is paid independent of one another.
Okay.
Yes, from all these sources of income.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, so I have to make sure I record each income source separately.
Yes.
Now, there's some sources of income. Say, for example, I've invested in a treasury bond, right, with the Central Bank of Kenya. Or I have shares at the Nairobi Securities Exchange where, I have East African Breweries shares, I have Safaricom shares, and they pay dividends. These guys, both Central Bank and the companies that I am a shareholder, deduct my dividends or my withholding tax from source.
Yes.
Do I need to declare that as well?
That is what we call qualified interest income,
okay.
And you don't need to, because the tax that is deducted and from these sources of incomes, this interest income, dividends income from T-bills, is final tax for that income. Okay. It's final tax for that income. I know most of them apply the rate of 15%,
yes,
which they deduct and remit on your behalf, which means that income has already been charged, was brought to tax.
What if I invest in ABC Limited, a random business, right? We get into a side deal where I lend them, 100,000 shillings for whatever interest, and I earn it. And they tell me they deducted and sent the withholding tax to KRA. What obligation do I have there?
You need to declare that.
I need to declare that particular one.
Because it's a private arrangement, and this institution is not regulated by Central Bank. Okay,
so for institutions regulated by Central Bank, my obligation does not, that one they'll file and it'll be fine. Correct. And they'll pay on my behalf.
Yes.
But if it is not an institution regulated
by CBK,
yes.
Or, it's a private arrangement,
or the CMA,
yes.
Or the CMA.
Yes, or the CMA.
Then I have to make sure
yes.
that
you declare.
Okay, that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I get it now. Thank you so much for watching. I have another question that I want to ask. So please subscribe if you haven't so that you don't miss out. And remember, deadline for filing and paying your taxes is the 30th of June. And so please make sure that you do it on time to avoid paying a penalty of 20,000 shillings. Take care, guys, and stay well.